everyone. It's Amanda Seebadan, and I am today with Dan Cumberland with Moyer and Sons. They are based out of Montgomery County, Maryland, and they service all over the place. So thank you for having me, Dan.
Thank you for having me. This is great. Super backdrop.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So tell me a little bit about the company, where you guys have come from, because I know it's been in Maryland for a long time. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we started in Montgomery Village, Maryland in 1969. Around 1990, we moved up to Clarksburg, Maryland. Since then, and including then, we have been located mostly around the DMV, but we also have expanded all around the whole nation and around the world. So part of the process is that, yes, if you're in the DMV, we can move you not only here, but also anywhere in the country. But if you're anywhere in the country, we can also move you anywhere else in the country. So we're kind of everywhere.
Now, what's the process if they wanted someone to come in and get a moving quote? Do you do it virtually? Do you come in the house? Like, what's the process for people who've never moved before?
The answer to that's yes. We can do both. Being part of a national all around this country, if you are, let's say, in Seattle and you're moving to Nashville and you want to use us, which we are always excited about that, we do it virtually. It makes it much easier. If you're in the DMV, we can do an in-person estimate as well.
Okay, very cool. And what would you say is a typical time frame for moving? So let's say, how soon do people need to start booking? Like, if I'm moving next month, when should I call you out?
Now, right now. The summer's fast and furious for moving, but more importantly is, either when you sign that offer sheet saying, yes, I'm ready to put an offer on this house, or even before then, if you just want to know how much it's going to cost to move and get a free estimate, a good idea is always call us early in the process, get the dates you want, the times you need, and also be able to budget for a move.
Okay. And then moving time periods. Like, I know, like, when we moved down from Maryland to Florida, it takes, like, obviously they pack a truck, then they have to get it all down here. What's typically the drive time and time for them to, like, do all that? Because I know some companies it takes weeks, sometimes it takes a little bit.
So there's actually a thing called a spread. That spread, depending on which state you're going from and to, will tell you. I believe right now that Florida is in the 2 to 14-day spread. So we legally have 2 to 14 days to deliver your stuff down to you. However, being a professional mover, doing this for so long, before we pack your stuff up and head down, you'll definitely know the time frame in which you should receive your items and your home stuff. It's not, we don't pick it up and say, we'll see you in 2 to 14 days.
Right. I'm like, that's a little nerve-wracking.
I like my bed. I want to sleep in it.
Right. So another question I had is, let's say someone sold their house and they weren't quite ready to move yet. Let's say they were going to go out of the country for the summer, or, even for 6 months. Do you guys do storage as well?
So I love it when people go out of the country for a couple months. That sounds amazing. But do we have storage? This massive warehouse right behind me is thousands and thousands and thousands of square feet of storage that we can put people's stuff in. It's secure storage. It's government certified, so we're the only one that have the opportunity to go inside and out. So it's very secure 24 hours a day.
Now, does the whole, like, moving truck thing go in there, or does it get taken out, or does it just stay all kind of like the pod? Like, does it stay all in there and gets put into the storage warehouse space?
So they're called vaults. So we actually have smaller wooden vaults.
I knew there was a better word for it.
It's vaults, yeah. They look like just a wooden version of a pod, but correct. So we would take the stuff out of the truck, put it into the wooden area, because let's say you have a house full of stuff, but it only takes up this much of the truck. Well, that wooden pot, the little vault, is perfect for it, but I don't want to stick a whole truck inside the warehouse.
Got it. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Let's see. Is there anything else that's important for people if they're planning a move that they should know?
So as a professional mover, doing it for 50 years, not only are we great at moving, but we're great for advice. If you need to pack something, if you're wondering about something, if you have a question, that's what we're here for. We have all the experience. Let us use it. The abilities that we have are mind-boggling. From, my favorite story is when we had a guy who his quote was, "I don't want to do anything." And so he sat in a chair, was watching TV. We moved and packed everything, picked up the chair and the TV last, put it on the back of the truck. Those are the first things that came out. He sat back down. We took care of it all. And with our sister company, Moyer Move Management, inside the DMV, we can actually even put, that's even better. Like, we can concierge it. We can put pictures on walls. We can take pictures of the original house and make the second house look just like the original house, do floor plans. So with these two companies put together,
Mhm.
we can kind of do everything you can think of inside the moving bubble. And that's where hiring a professional mover that has all this experience and can do all these great things for you makes your move, your unique move, very, very simple.
So for the concierge move, would it be kind of like white glove? It's like kind of like going to a hotel, but like all your stuff just magically appears at the new house, like up and put away? That sounds
We
awesome.
can do as much of that as you want. Though it comes from the idea, it's senior moves. That's where it came
Mhm.
from, this concierge idea. So if you have somebody who has Alzheimer or dementia and they have an apartment, they move into another apartment. The two apartments have to look almost
Right,
identical
right,
in
right,
order for them to be able to feel comfortable. So
right.
we take that build those abilities and we offer it up to everybody, saying,
Mhm.
if you don't want to do anything,
Or you don't
allow
have
us to
time
take
to.
care of
'Cause a lot of people who have busy careers or athletes, they don't have time to do any of
it.
these
Yep.
things. Okay.
They can come home after, especially if they're at a training camp, or if
Mhm.
they are living in one area and they're actually on a team as another, they can
Right.
come home to their house in their hometown and it
That's awesome.
already be taken care of
That's
for
great.
them.
Now,
All they have to do
is
is
that
put
just
their feet up.
DMV, Maryland, Virginia, DC? That particular service?
Mostly DMV.
Okay.
We're thinking about expanding a little bit, but right now that's mostly Maryland district and then Virginia. However, we can do quite a bit of that with Moyer and Sons ourselves,
Okay.
with putting the beds together, getting everything set up. We can't put the pictures on the walls or the
Right.
TVs, but we can have your house
Cool.
pretty much
Furniture.
set
Yeah.
up. We
Okay.
won't put your bedding on for you, but other than that, we can take care of a lot.
Most of it. Okay, very cool. And then let's say someone was moving and they needed help finding like places for donations or dumpsters, or is that more the concierge part, or does the moving company help with that too?
No, we're happy to help. We just
Okay.
recently had a gentleman moving from LA to DC.
Okay.
In LA, we helped them find junk removal, we helped them find donations, and then on the
Mhm.
way, we dropped off in Kansas City, Chicago, and I think Biloxi was another one. All his
Okay.
stuff, so we spread it all out, and then what was left made it to DC.
Anyways,
So we can absolutely help with that through the whole process to make it easier on each person.
perfect. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate all the information. And I love the concierge thing. Like it sounds like magic. And I love it.
It it really is magic. Can you imagine you leave your house
I
and
wish.
you take a little bit of a break, come back to your new house, and it's already done.
Like normally when I have a listing, I tell the sellers like, hey, go away for the weekend or, go away for the, week or a month. And then, we can do our job and you don't have to deal with showings and cleaning up after the kids. But if you could just like go away and then you're all ready in the new house, like that's awesome.
Already done.
Yeah, I love that.
Already done. I mean, we don't have the red carpet service. We have the blue carpet service, which
Yeah,
I believe is a little bit better.
that's awesome. All right. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you.